Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Kromenhoek. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And then first down, right back to the running game. That's a big hit at the end, but they own a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator? He seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
They feed the fullback this time. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Trying to run, it's Lucas. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. The pass rush closing in. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's caught from inside the 20. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Florida State. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The pocket breaking down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Hauser. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
There's the handoff. Brought down after 40. That'll be a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Benson. And they get him down after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, hit the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They're going to run the option. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
East Carolina, 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Catch made on the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
How about that? This guy's been blocking all game. They finally give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and look what he does. That's a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
East Carolina, 0.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. To the air, it's Hauser. Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looking for some space. It's Lucas. Fighting off the tackler. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Hands off to the fullback. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The Noles have 1st and 10 here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Lucas. In the clear at the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Noles.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts from inside the 20. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And the East Carolina offense will take over.
Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Dropping back, it's Cromenhoek. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a bullet, but incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Seminoles will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the East Carolina offense will take over.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the 2nd half. And that catch is hauled in. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. The Pirates will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
To throw, it's Hauser. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision.
The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Lucas. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
East Carolina, 7.
And the Noles will kick it off to begin the second half. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Offense will take over.
East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Florida State, 31. East Carolina, 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Hauser. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Linebacker shifting around now. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The short completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he fields it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the East Carolina offense will take over.
East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before making first down yards to move the ball to the 41.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass, it's Hauser. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Thompson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Back to throw. It's Hauser. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Pirates. No chance to catch him.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And and he knocks it right through.
Florida State 38, East Carolina 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
95, set to kick off.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Grab behind the line, it's Benson. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now a carry here for the fullback. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good.
That keeps the score. Florida State 44.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield. It's Hauser. And this time it's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, as a quarterback, you're always trying to obviously find that open window to be able to throw the football into. That time, that wide open was right in the middle of the field. Makes it so easy on the quarterback to make that throw and pick up good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage, put a corner up in his face, and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the pass is incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
East Carolina.
Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Running through the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
They're going to score on the last play of the game. I think that's a combination of the offense just trying to work the clock. And the defense, they've already shut things down. They're in the locker room. They give up another touchdown.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.